Positive Lens Podcast. I'm your host, Scott T. Each week, we will bring you positive law enforcement news stories from across the globe, shared by departments and citizens like yourself. In our Getting to Know Your Local Leo segment, we will speak with a member of the law enforcement community about everyday life and most things non-law enforcement, as we hope to adjust your focus so you see that members of your local law enforcement community are not much different than you and me. Welcome to episode 17, Homeless Man and His Dog. In this episode, we will hear about the reuniting of a homeless man's pet, officers attending a young boy's 5th birthday party, and the importance of recording serial numbers on the recovery of a young boy's bicycle. Let's get started. We've all seen a homeless person on the street corner with their pets, sometimes more than one. Many people have often expressed they would rather give the person dog food for the pet than the individual themselves. I myself have witnessed seeing people provide a homeless person a box of dog treats, but no food. Whatever the reason people have for their actions, dogs are loyal companions, and they mean a lot to the person who is caring for them. On February 8th, in Arapahoe County, Colorado, several people witnessed a homeless man named Garth Walker have his beloved pet Penelope forcibly taken from him. The suspect pulled with such force that it not only ripped Penelope's leash and harness, but also cut Garth's hand before he got in his car and sped away. 4 days later, as the investigators of the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office were working the case and were even able to identify the suspect surrendered the dog to the Aurora Police Department, where he is now facing felony charges of strong-arm robbery and criminal mischief. Deputy De La Rosa was able to pick up Penelope and reunite her with Garth. Both Garth and Penelope are doing well and happy to be back together. Thank you, Deputy De La Rosa and the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office, as well as the Aurora Police Department, for working to serve all members of your community. While Garth may be homeless, he too has rights that are protected under the law, and you ensured they were protected. Thank you. We have told stories similar to this before, but I think they are just great reminders of what officers are doing for the communities they serve, especially the children. At the end of 2024, Officer Bittinger and Officer Hokus of the Crawfordsville Police Department in Crawfordsville, Indiana, met a young boy named Kylan at the Shop with the Hero event. The experience must have been beyond memorable for Kylan, as around mid-January, his mother reached out to the department to invite both officers to his 5th birthday party. The officers were not only thrilled to accept the invitation, but took it a step further and partnered with the T-shirt shop to have a special, one-of-a-kind Crawfordsville Police Department sweatshirt made just for Kylan, in addition to several other cool swag items from the department. This was already going to be a special day for Kylan, but the appearance and additional time with Officers Bittinger and Hokus made this birthday party one of his most memorable. Thank you, Officers Bittinger and Hokus of the Crawfordsville Police Department. Your investment at the Shop with the Hero event had paid immediate dividends by seeing a young boy want to spend more time with police officers. This is wonderful to see. Thank you again, and happy 5th birthday, Kylan. Okay, listeners, when you were a kid, did you have your skateboard, scooter, or bike stolen? I bet if you did, it probably pissed you off, right? Some punk stole your stuff, and you never expected to get it back. The same trash happened to young Chris in May of last year. He received a bicycle for doing well in school. You can only imagine how happy he was, only then to have it stolen not long after. The great news is, recoveries happen. Thanks to the Grand Junction Police Department in Grand Junction, Colorado. 8 months later, police service technician Susie recovered his bicycle and brought it to him, which you can imagine put a huge smile back on Chris's face as well as his families. This is a cool story and great reminder. You should always record your serial numbers, so if any items are stolen, law enforcement can match them up when items are recovered. Or, if they're returned into a pawn shop, the same can be done. Thank you, Police Service Technician Susie of the Grand Junction Police Department. The continued pursuit and follow-up on a stolen bicycle may seem small in the grand scheme of crimes, but was hugely important to young Chris, and you made his day. Thank you again. Thank you to all the officers and departments featured in this episode. Your continued commitment to serving your citizens, regardless of their state in life or magnitude of the crime they are subjected to, is greatly appreciated. May you and your respective departments continue to remain safe in your patrols, and may your brothers and sisters in blue remain safe too. If you liked this episode, follow us on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. Provide us your feedback in the comments and leave us a rating or review. We truly appreciate your opinion. And then follow us on LinkedIn or Facebook to get all the latest updates. Remember, you can always find places that will share negative law enforcement news stories. But here, at Your Positive Lens, you will only find your positive law enforcement news stories. Once again, I'm your host, Scott T. Thanks for listening, and we'll capture you on the next Your